Great rising, gang. Great rising. We got a lot of news today, so I'm starting trading really after like 10:30, 10:15, 10:30. Okay? But we got to do our daily. Stick to the plan. Let's go, Marty Jean. I see you, my guy. Yo, watch out for those news at 10, all right? All right. I am a consistently successful probabilistic trader who has absolute faith in God in me and my path of limitless abundance. I only trade my strategy at key entry points, which is a result of high level performance. I am disciplined. I'll never be broke again. I have control of my thoughts. I am the observer. I focus only on performance, not outcome, ever. Ever, ever. Only the process, baby. Enjoy the process. Doesn't matter. Ups or downs, no exterior. Focus on the process and being blissful within. I am the greatest trader. Ask and it shall be given to. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall open unto you. I deny error. I have health, discipline, and wealth in abundance. I know I am what I think about. I am just learning. I deserve this life. Positive, happy mental every day. I am truly limitless. I'm controlling my thoughts more and more each day. I rule my destiny. And so do you if you here trading. Come on. Come on. All right. And for our strategy, we have start the timer, accept risk, enter one tick above or below, two-legged pullback, lower high, higher low, fail breakout, triple test, breakout and retest. Play stop one tick at our signal bars. We have our tier 1s, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4. We have our tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4s. Trust the unknown. Just be peaceful, see it all working out in our favor. Nothing we can do will change the outcome of the trade. That's why we just control our entry, control our risks. That's it. We will never know what's going to happen. Measure risk to reward. Most importantly, deep stomach breathing, bellow breathing. Relax. Just enjoy it. Monitor 3-bar/1 minute chart. I am only process. Lock in 10 points near risk to reward. Break even. I am only progress. Think heavenly. Think godly. Gratitude to learn always for everything. Every day I do that. Every day. Whether it's a good day, bad day, a terrible day, it don't matter. Wonderful day, the best day. Do it every day.
Horizontal lines on there for this whole range is high and low to see whenever it pops out.
What's going on, people? Yo, what you doing out here, sir?
I gotta get out of here like 8 o'clock, which
Uh,
is 10 o'clock. What's good,
okay,
bro?
okay. Great rising, gang.
Great rising.
Hey, we watching on today. That's why I didn't even get on in the open. We watching out for this news at 10. This guy Powell's gonna talk today.
Okay, yeah, that's what not Spence. That's what Fritz said.
Yeah. Yo, I'm
Talk
gonna
to you.
starting the call a little earlier sometimes. Not all the time, sometimes. And just leave it
Okay.
running like I did today. Because
Okay.
I mean, we can't it's not always gonna work. But I took this trade this morning
Mhm.
and that's what I took this morning right here. Just back to the bottom off the 9 EMA. But
Mhm.
I want to like hold myself accountable. The more I show what I'm doing, the better. And the more
Yeah.
everybody's there to like hold me accountable, the better I am to make sure I take my trade. I didn't really want to take this trade today, but it was the rule, and it was the 9 EMA.
Okay.
So
Well,
yeah,
it looked like you just broke out of his range.
exactly. And I like to show everybody all the trades I'm taking. I don't want to take no trades in secret.
Can I ask you a quick question?
You can ask me all the questions you want, miss.
the My tick counter is gone. How do I find it?
Oh, it's
I'm looking
to
it
show
up on
you,
Google, but yeah, I don't see where
man.
the bar
Google,
is.
man. I'm right here. Indicators. What?
You was in the shower.
Man, yeah, I'm gonna get out by the time you get on Google. We'll be done. Indicators,
Facts.
um,
Okay.
and go to tick counter. I think it is. Yeah, see tick counter in that little section. See right here.
Hold on, my screen just froze. Why are you acting like this today?
Yo, the news,
Hey,
the news.
before anything, you know you are in a bigger range going down, right? It just touched the bottom of that range right now.
The bottom,
Oh, it passed the line, actually.
the bottom,
Yeah, it bounced back up.
the bottom of the range for me though is really down at 15,126. We have one bottom here, but
But I can't see a chart. Hold on, let me open up yours.
Wait, did you say go to indicators and then what?
indicators, and then just in that little search box at the top left, look for tick counter.
Tick counter.
Guys, I see what you're saying, but at the end of the day, if you calculate from yesterday to today, it touched 3 times on top, 4 times on top,
Yeah.
and then it's touched 1, 2, 3 times, and 4 times today from going south, going down.
But it broke it. It broke it before though. You can't say it touched it because it broke it and came back up. If you look at what time was it? 10:42 yesterday.
Yeah.
It took that low out, right? And then came back up. Yeah. So you're looking at the 15160 level, right?
156, that's correct.
Yeah. See, I have that level too. But then I'm also keeping in mind that yesterday they just broke past that and went all the way down to 125. So just be aware.
No, trending down. I'm not saying it's ranging, trending down from the top to the bottom. That's what it's doing.
Oh, so you trying to say you're looking for a downtrend?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you know sometimes you say the range, so I'm looking for a range. So you talking about like something like nah, that's not good. Let's see if we can find it.
Oh shit, this.
Something maybe like this. This is very wide though. That
I
don't.
want this. I want to Skype. Hold on. Let me. I'm not Skype.
Yo, remember you can share your screen too.
Hold on.
This looks a little better.
Yeah, that's there. You go right there. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Yours is better right now. Mine's drawn. See if I put on the chat. Now paste this stuff. Oh, there it goes. This is how mine look. Yours, you know, it's better. Look in the chat.
You send it in Skype?
Yeah.
Yeah, good idea, Marty Jean. Trust me. Wait for that news, my boy. You don't know what's going on. Okay, let me see this picture. Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah. So you see it from yesterday all the way down to today.
Mm-hmm.
It's still respecting it so far. Except it went down. It went down and so there's a bigger trend going down. So I'm expecting it to keep going down today.
Yo, bro, you and me both. I told you. What is the news that's been good right now? I'm waiting for him to come in here and erase all of that was going on. All that false excitement. I just hope it don't pull down Tesla. That's all I'm hoping.
It's at 276 this morning. So a penny away from 277, right?
Yeah.
Now it's down at 272.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro, that's crazy though. In the past 3 weeks, this thing has moved $100 and almost $20, $30.
Let's say it went up 160, 176.
Yeah, bro. What were we getting at? Cause I remember when I was getting it, it was like 150, 160. Why is he smiling like this?
I was getting it 100, 120.
120. So you know you double already right now. Yo.
I'm good. Right now, I wish it could go back down to 200. I will try to find something to sell for me to get into it.
I would really like that myself. That would be amazing.
Because I wanted to go down for the earning. The earning is July, I think July 2nd or July 6th. Let me see. Anyway, it's in July, the first week of July.
Yeah.
So if this thing go berserk, it will go, okay, July 3rd or July 6th? July 6th. Can't be July 6th. See.
Bro, with all the news I'm seeing about Tesla right now, even if I didn't know anything about this company, I'm buying the stock. Even if I didn't like Tesla before, now I'm like, all right, well, everybody else is liking it, so you know.
This guy 2016, dude, sold his house. 2016, bought Tesla prior to all the split around.
So he sold his house to buy the Tesla, you say?
Dude, he sold his house.
That's my type of guy right there.
Same guy that did that though. There was another guy that sold his house and bought Bitcoin.
Yeah.
1,005 or $600.
With his family, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen this guy, bro. I've seen this guy. That shit's crazy.
I mean, we got people that just have too much.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm trying to dose my cojones. Get them bigger and bigger as the time goes on, because I'm like, that's what it is. Dude.
Oh, yeah, so he sold his house and bought Tesla. And he worked in a tech company.
Yeah.
And he was sleeping in his Tesla. He had a Tesla. He was going to take showers at work.
Oh.
And dude made a lot of boatloads of cash.
To say the least. To say the least.
And he said he has not sold one share of stock yet. What he did was he borrowed from it.
Well,
Right now.
JJ, start packing up your stuff, my man. Because I'm moving out. We going to get rid of everything. Ben and Terry, you guys want to, or Phoenix, you guys want to just move in together? We just use the rest of the money, put in Bitcoin. That's a master plan right there. Nah, I was talking to them. Yeah. Hey man, listen. All the, what are you guys, frozen?
You frozen? Mine did it earlier. I don't know what's going on with Skype.
Yeah, Fritz might be frozen. I don't think, you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fritz might be frozen. But yo, we really gotta talk about stuff like that, for real. For the future. For the future. I just need me a little, I just need me one room.
Just a little corner.
Just a little corner. Everybody can get their corner, and we know we putting all our money into freaking stock in Tesla. We only gotta live like that for 1 year, man. 1 year.
That's it.
You already know.
That's it.
You already see that's low-key what I'm doing here. I ain't going nowhere else.
Oh, yeah.
I could go.
I know.
It's not like I can't, but I ain't going a damn place. I'm staying right here. Everything gonna work out slowly but surely for itself. Forget that.
Just need a little pocket room. That's it.
Bro, you see, my living room is my office.
Man, what?
Ain't
That's all we need.
ain't
We
no-
just need one like central workspace. Everybody get their corner. Go grocery shopping together. All that, man. It's just a team effort. See, we low key do that now. We just stay in separate spots.
I was gonna say, we already doing this right now, really. So we might as well just finish it eventually.
Exactly.
Everybody want to be famous. Nobody want to make the sacrifice. Everybody want to be rich. Nobody want to make the sacrifice. Not us.
Nobody want to make it.
I'm making a halal goat sacrifice every day.
He said halal goat.
Yeah, you know that? That's that Indian food talk. I used to go to the halal place all the time. Get I forgot what it is, but you get red and white sauce. Mm-hmm. Oh, Gavin's here?
Gavin on here?
He's in heist mode. It's ASMR for. Yes, sir. We in heist mode. He's funny, yo. Yeah, Gavin should be on here. I don't know what happened. Maybe he's doing something. I gotta call him when I'm done today. But yo, when I'm done with this, I'm giving this to like 11-ish, 11:10. Get a quick shape up,
Okay.
and I'm sliding.
Okay.
Halal guys, minas. Yo, what's up? The people on the stream be killing me. It's like, whatever I be saying, they be hooking onto it. Yeah, for real. The halal meat be hidden. Y'all know. Y'all know.
Man.
I haven't seen one of those spots down here.
Man. What, a halal spot?
Yeah.
It's a few out here, I think.
I know you
Like
guys will know. I know you guys will definitely know. Oh yeah. Miss Cannabis and Coffee. What do I need to bring? Just a spliff?
Yeah, that's it. And yourself.
Say less. I come like that regardless. I come ready like.
That's how you told me.
I was like, that's how I leave my house.
Always must keep that together.
Always. I got a coconut water. I got a spliff. Phone charger. Ready. I can survive out there.
Good morning.
Yeah, great rising, man.
Who's long?
You said long?
No. Are you
It's
serious?
I
Oh.
was going to say, hey, man, I don't know if you on a different contract, but you.
Yeah, no, it's funny because this is in my micro. Well, it's not in my micro, actually. Supposed to be micro trading.
Okay.
But I took a loss on my first trade, so I jumped into the regular just to make it up, and now I'm just still short from, yeah.
Okay. So you done for the day?
I mean, I'm still in the trade, but I'm done.
But you locked in everything?
I locked in, yeah, definitely, yeah. I only need to make a micro trade, so, But
Oh, yeah, for the
that's what it was. The micro trade actually took one of my accounts below $3,000. So
Oh,
I
damn.
need to get back above because I was barely at 3,000 because it was a $20 loss and took me to below 3,000. God dang, that little trade.
Oh, yeah.
So I jumped in this one. Now I'm up a G. So in just one contract.
Yes, sir. I was telling Phoenix I took a little early morning trade myself. I usually don't do it, but because of today, I knew we were gonna get all this Powell stuff. We got 1 minute, by the way, and he should start talking. So let's see what happened. So I saw it this morning. I was like, you know what? Let me just try for like 5-10 points. Gratefully, it worked out real quick. I was in and out, man.
Right.
Told you with the 3 contracts, I know 5 points, and I'm not really liking the trade. I'll just take the 5 points. That's 200 to 300.
Right.
I'll take that. I'm good.
All right, it's 10 o'clock. Let's see what he says.
Yeah, I'm about to go on Twitter in a second, see what this guy's talking about. So we really don't know. That's what he's gonna say, and we're gonna, we're gonna take a look, and we're gonna let you guys know again next week. All right?
Right. I'm looking at 980 as a target.
Yeah, and everybody's gonna go crazy again emotionally for like a couple minutes.
Right.
And then it's gonna calm down. I'm looking for. Okay, so if it goes up, I'm looking for the retracement back down.
Mm-hmm.
And if it goes down, I'm looking for a little pullback and then a continuation, really. Because I just don't know why would we be going up. Unless the Fed come out here right now and they're like, yo, we're going to stop all the rates and all the... There's no reason. There's no reason. Yo, I've been looking for...
Yesterday.
Huh?
I said it passed yesterday's low.
Yes, ma'am, it did.
Yeah, I'm looking at a low from June 15th is my first target. Second target would be the low on I think both. This is the 9 a.m. June 15th low, and then this is the 14th low at, like I said, 14,976.
He's in heist mode, X Games mode. Yeah. I was
Stage, yeah.
I was looking for that break of the 341 on the ES. Honestly, see if it could go down there. Keep going. I know we're at 400, but listen, I've seen other things happen too.
Yeah, I'm getting out of this trade. I don't need the money.
Bro.
Because I'm not in,
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah,
It
I'm
ain't,
done trading. Let me go do real estate.
it ain't gonna do nothing for you, bro. Leave that shit alone.
Exactly. I've already passed. This is just satisfying my ego. My ego don't need no. Fuck that.
Yes.
Let my ego find some satisfaction somewhere else.
Yeah, bro. The discipline. Tell it to get satisfaction from the discipline. That's what I do.
Right. Okay.
It's hard at first, but they'll get used to it. You be alright. You be alright, sir. Because, man, it definitely is, like you have to feed it with something.
Good Lord.
G-Sean Allen Music. Yo, Wagwan. Yo, you guys tuning in today. What's good? I guess everybody watching the news, so everybody chilling.
Right.
Let's go, gang. Yeah, we just cooling. So you guys on the stream, I only took this one trade so far. Nothing else really. New here. I hear Brother Jeffrey. Yo, Brother Jeffrey, I don't know. Somebody know. Jishan. Oh, something like that. They said they hear Brother Jeffrey. So I don't know. They must be tuning in and hearing you before. Told you, man. They know everybody that's in here because we be talking and they be there. So.
Right.
They said, yes, sir. Brother Jeffrey got in and out. That's our new strat. Well, that's our currently continuation strategy.
Right.
We get in, get out. You get 2 trades wrong, you get off. Turn it off. All right, guys. See you later. Get out.
You can tell them, man. I done passed 12 in a row.
Oh, we ain't gonna tell them. We gonna show them where you get those payouts. That's what we gonna do.
Yes, sir.
We gonna show them. Like, yes, sir. That's 12. Even if he takes off 1,000, that's $12,000. What do they say? 12,000 buckaroos, big ones. I heard some dude say that the other day. I was dying. It's like, all right, man. Yeah, so after we done this, I'm gonna get my shape up. Then we going over to Ben and Phoenix's, and then come back in time for whatever else we gotta do. We get say less. Hey, say less. Say less. What's that dude from New York? Little dude from New York. He said, "Oh, you feeling me? Oh, say less." New York.
When you training those kids, man, can you keep recording those? Because then I can understand what the heck you're doing.
Yeah, of course, bro. No problem. I got one to upload today. And, yo, if you look in the Skype, I got another one I'm going to edit and put up too. But, man, no problem. Not a problem.
Yeah, the one you had in the Skype yesterday, I downloaded it because I was like, you know what? Teaching a kid, maybe I can really understand.
You start to see the cheat codes that I'm doing. Bro, if I can teach a kid from scratch, from zero, anybody, it doesn't matter who you are, I can teach you. And especially if you know about trading, it's easier. It should be easier for you. You know what trend lines are. Bro, these kids got to download all this stuff from the scratch, and they still getting it. Like, he's still showing me, what I'm asking him, and I don't know, bro. It was crazy to me. I kept asking the little kid. I was like, bro, you sure you've never been on Wall Street? Because it's just like, I remember when I was first looking at this stuff, again, maybe the people weren't like describing it so easy. So, bro, I didn't understand a damn thing for like 2 weeks to a month. Like a range, this and that. I'll probably call him up here right now, bro. And I'll be like, yo, what is Price doing? He'd be like, ranging. And I tell him like the ceiling and the floor. So it's like, bro, I'm teaching him trading without him knowing all the terms, like his real life stuff. So I say ceiling and floor for support and resistance. So it's really easy for them. Like, they can literally look around in their awareness and be like, okay, that's a ceiling, that's a floor. I'm like, yeah, the floor is like a trampoline. So it's very relatable for them. Like, all right, if I hit there, I'm probably gonna bounce out, so I probably shouldn't be going down in there. I just think, bro, I think these kids get it easier than all of us, even me. It's like they show me like, yeah, it's really that easy. Yeah, he's even showing me how to look at it easier. These freaking kids. So man, it's definitely fun. Yo, you should start teaching too, bro. Well, us. You should start teaching us your strategy.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. And it's not necessarily, if people want to learn your strategy, they can. It's really for you, though, bro. Never forget that. Every time you teach somebody, you have to break it down to them simpler because they might not understand. And then it helps you in return understand over and over again what you're looking for.
Right.
I told Fritz the same. Phoenix is up next. Gavin has been doing it already with his what's it called? His sister and his family. So, bro, everybody gonna be on one.
I'm here for it all.
And man, I got Ja coming in soon. We're gonna have an options class, yo. If you wanna come in, what's it called? Jeffrey Phoenix. I already know you in there. So we're gonna learn some options, Jeffrey.
Maybe somebody can teach me better than the way I've been doing it, because I know I've been getting my butt kicked on options.
Yeah, bro, he'll teach me. So a little bit, because we're not looking at this right now. So a little bit about that stuff, bro. Even today, he's gonna do a strangle. I don't know if you know what a strangle is, but bro, he's basically. Yeah, okay, so I still don't know about you. So he basically has a buy and a sell running right now. And depend on which way he decides to get out or hold, he's making money regardless.
Okay, so it's like a hedge.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So basically, when the news come on, when Powell starts to really talk, it'll go up like 50 points in a second. If you want to just get out, bro, you just get out. Or he gets out on he'll get out on the call and maybe still hold the put instead in case it goes down so he can make money twice.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. I don't know the logistics, but I know that's a cheat code. If you gonna have a buy and a sell running,
right.
The filter just came out. No. But I rolled this thing so good the filter just came right up. God damn. I gotta stuff this thing right back in there. Shit. Like the filter literally just came right out in my hand. We looking for 10 points, gang. 10 points. You don't need no more than that. Your life can change with 10 points, stream. Never forget, guys. Even 5. It could all change your life.
I'm excited about making your 30-day content joint.
Oh, yeah. You and me both. That's just going to be it right there.
Like, man, what?
Because once I start hitting, even today I woke up, I got 6+ more subscribers or something.
Oh, no.
So I know, but I see it when I make content or I interact. That's the time. But you know me. When I'm done, I'm done. Yeah. I'm out of there.
No lies told.
I'm out. So, I'm learning. Just take a couple minutes when you're done. Do a little video or document something, post something. But I think this will really help me if I really dedicate myself to 30 straight days of making content.
Oh yeah.
One, it'll get us in a groove, of doing it.
Yeah.
And then also we'll have content. I could just post every 2-3 days. And then I'll really be ahead because as soon as I start getting down, I'll be like, just make 20, 30 more.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that for sure.
Okay, y'all. I literally got out at the bottom.
Yeah, bro.
Turn on my marker
Perfect.
Literally tag the bottom within 3 ticks.
Yeah, man.
3, 4 ticks.
That's what you gotta do,
Wow.
baby.
Hey, gotta listen to that inner voice.
Yeah, you do.
So do.
Oh yeah, bro. That's a good topic of conversation there for sure. Anytime I don't listen to my inner voice, it's when I fuck up.
It costs me money
Yep.
every time.
So let me listen, even if I win or lose, I'm gonna just listen to that.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know what's going on, but it was moving a little sporadic, but not really. So I got 0 right here. Let's count from this top. This is 0. First entry pullback. Second. This is 0. First entry pullback. Second. This is 0. First entry pullback. Second. This is 0. First entry pullback. Second entry. Yeah, good try. I ain't taking none of that. Even when the setup shows up, bro, I'm like, yeah, y'all think I'm about to go in there. No.
No, thank you.
Not at all.
Yo,
Yo, what happened to you before? Yo, where's Gavin? Yo, Gavin. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, he's supposed to come over today. I want to see. That's why I want to talk to him. Yo, because you guys, both of y'all could teach Ivan or host another class later. Not me. You heard what I said, though.
Hey.
Y'all. Y'all. Fe- Yo, what?
Come ready.
Man, coming slow.
Mix both the silent and the
Yeah, good try.
I turn it too silent. Yeah, no, they have to slow down with it too loud. Stop that one.
And there you go. Trap them with the short. Trap the shit out of them. Let me text Joe. He should have the news. New here. Welcome in, gang. Glad to have you all here. Oh, yes. Let me text this guy. Because, Jeff, you don't got the news, right?
No. Oh, you're talking to somebody else?
Nah, yo, you. I was just asking if you watching anybody
Nah.
talking
no,
about the news.
I'm actually just plotting my charts, my time. I have timelines I put in manually. So when I start showing you my technique that I'm using, I'll show you. But I'm putting in the timelines for the next couple of days since I have time. And then I'm going to watch you guys for a while, and then I'm going to do some research on real estate. No more trading.
Yes, sir. What do they mean he didn't even start speaking yet? Bro. So he didn't even start. Okay. So it's looking like we're definitely going to have to make some plays on that afternoon session.
Okay.
Because if he didn't start speaking yet, when is he going to start speaking? 10:30? Then everything's going to go a little crazy, and then, I don't know. Oh, yeah, Phoenix, quick lesson right here, right?
What's up?
Let me show you this chart. Let me color this so you can see it. So you're going to see this downtrend. And you're going to see how we like the downtrend we like when the trend line breaks from the front part, right?
Yeah.
Now you're gonna see how this trend line breaks from the backside, and then that's what we call an overshoot. We ain't doing nothing else, so might as well get some lessons in.
Facts.
Let me go find my big arrow. Where's my diesel arrow? There he is. This is perfect. All right, so look how the trend line usually breaks from the front side, right?
Yeah.
See how it doesn't break from back here, it breaks from the front, even when it's breaking here. Even when it's going down, it breaks from the front side, right? Even these little ones. Now look how all of a sudden this doesn't break from the front side, it breaks from the back side,
Back.
right?
Yeah.
Anytime it's from the back side, even if it's up and it broke backwards, you want to call that an overshoot and you want to start looking for a reversal.
Hold on for a second.
You're good. Oh shit. Alright, he looks like he's starting to speak now.
Okay, so if they break from the back, it's an overshoot or a reversal. So if it breaks from the front, what is that again?
If it breaks from the front, that's a normal break. If it breaks from
Normal break.
if it breaks from the back, that's an overshoot.
All right.
And when we see overshoot, we expect reversal.
All right. Expect reversal.
You know what? Let's see what this guy's talking about. I'll put it on the stream.
Thank you.
Of course. So you know where I'm always like, oh, I'm not gonna take this because I think it might reverse. That's why.
Yeah.
Some signs of easing, and job vacancies have declined so far this year. While the jobs to workers gap has narrowed, labor demand is still substantial.
Here he goes now with these words expeditiously.
Right.
Inflation remains well above our
Yeah. These people are funny to me, man.
12 months ending in April, total personal consumption expenditures prices rose 4.4%, excluding the volatile food and energy categories. Core PCE prices rose 4.7%.
Power bill did go up.
The 12-month change in
Bro, everything went up. Everything went up by $6 to $16. I already did this research. I know what they talking about.
Inflation has moderated somewhat since the middle of last year. Nonetheless, inflation pressures continue to run high, and the process of getting inflation back down to 2% has a long way to go. Despite elevated inflation,
That's a long way to go. Here it goes now. People start hearing this.
as reflected in the broad
Watch the emotions.
surveys of households,
The emotions gonna pop out now.
forecasters, as well as measures from financial markets. With inflation running well above our longer run goal of 2% and with labor market conditions remaining tight, the FOMC has significantly tightened the stance of monetary policy. We've raised our policy interest rate by 5 percentage points since early last year.
That's right.
And continued to reduce our securities holdings at a brisk pace. We have been seeing the effects of our policy tightening on demand in the most interest rate sensitive sectors of the economy. It will take time, however, for the full effects of monetary restraint to be realized, especially on
shoot.
inflation. The economy is facing headwinds from tighter credit conditions for households and businesses, which are likely to weigh on economic activity, hiring, and inflation. And the extent of these effects remains uncertain. In light of how far we have come in tightening policy, the uncertain lags with which monetary policy affects the economy, and potential headwinds from credit tightening, the FOMC decided last week to maintain the target range for the federal funds rate at 5 to 5.25%, and to continue the process of significantly reducing our securities holdings. Nearly all FOMC participants expect that it will be appropriate to raise interest rates somewhat further by the end of the year.
Oh, shoot.
But at last week's meeting, considering how far and how fast we've moved, we judged it prudent to hold the target range steady to allow the committee to assess additional information and its implications for monetary policy.
So we're not going to raise them yet, guys.
Determining the extent of additional policy firming that may be appropriate.
Wait for it.
Over time.
Mullet.
Monetary policy, the lags with which monetary policy affects economic activity, inflation, and inflation, economic and financial developments.
See what they do is
We will
drop it
continue
all
to
of a
make our
sudden one
decisions
day.
meeting by meeting, based on the totality of incoming data and their implications for the outlook for economic activity and inflation, as well as the balance of risks. We remain committed to bringing inflation back down to our 2% goal and to keeping longer-term inflation expectations well anchored.
Okay.
Reducing inflation is likely to require a period of below-trend growth and some softening in labor market conditions. Restoring price stability, again, is essential to set the stage for achieving maximum employment and stable prices over the longer run. Before concluding, let me briefly address the condition of the banking sector. The U.S. banking system is sound and resilient, as detailed in
Yeah, that was good. He said that real quick. The U.S. banking system is sound and resilient. But the banks are closing every day. And the banks are going out of business all the time. Telling people they got none of their money. Sound and resilient.
You know, so they might come here,
Come for me?
They might come here,
They can't come for me.
We understand that our actions affect communities, families, and businesses across the country. Everything we do is in service to our public mission.
It's gotta get us
We at
stopped
the Fed will do
talking, man.
everything we can to achieve maximum employment and stability goals.
Pound two, just drunk.
Now
About
recognize
an hour.
myself for 5 minutes.
He said this guy
Now,
better stop talking.
I laid out my opening statement.
Right.
Inflation continues
The
to be
money I
broad-based and persistent, both of
40.
which are
And
concerning.
look at the man here.
Last week, the Federal Open Markets Committee decided to pause rate increases. And at the same time, the committee alluded
Boy,
that
just
it
stress out that
would
man
raise
get
rates
over there.
more later in the year. And so,
I look at the man look better. The man
how
look
should
40,
the
45.
FOMC's posture
And
at
I
the June
fierce.
meeting be interpreted?
The man here right there.
Will the committee continue to raise rates later this year? What's the thinking of this? What are we to understand?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So, you're right, of course. We did decide to maintain the federal funds rate.
Isn't Powell the chairman?
At the same time, participants submitted personal
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
suggesting that almost
Yeah,
all
you go ahead, sir, Chairman.
hikes, and I just want to say there's
What are they doing?
entirely consistent. The point being that the level to which we raise rates is actually a separate question of the speed with which we move. Earlier in the process,
I gotta take
speed was
notes if I
very
can
important.
have
It's not very important
Yeah.
now.
But not
The
a
sense
shit.
of the summary of economic projections and the decision really is just that, given how far we've
See,
come,
would they take notes
it
here?
may make sense to move rates
How
higher,
the phone
but
over
to do
there,
so
we see him.
at a more moderate pace. That's really it. You know,
What's that?
we were at 75 basis points for several meetings, and we were at 50 basis points, then 50 basis points, 25 basis points at 3 consecutive meetings, and now we're monitoring that pace, much as you might do if you were to be driving 75 miles an hour on the highway, then 50 miles an hour on a local highway, and then as you get closer to your destination, as you try to find that destination, you slow down even further.
Okay.
What is our
So it is
destination?
more data is necessary for the Fed to make these decisions. And that's one interpretation, but thank you for a broader view there. I also want a broader view on this question of the vice chair for supervision is performing his own personal holistic review of the Fed's regulatory framework for bank capital and liquidity. In an interview yesterday, he discussed some version of a new type of stress test, even striking complete confusion in his description of it. And at the same time, we have testimony from you, even from the Vice Chair of Supervision, saying that we have a sound banking system that is well capitalized. You will sit in judgment of this proposal that the Vice Chair for Supervision will bring to the full board on this holistic review of capital. There are a lot of discussions about the amount of capital he's talking about, the concern that this is pro-cyclical at a time where our economy with higher rates is you're measuring what's happening in the broader economy, and at the same time we're going to have a major piece of capital required by financial institutions, which will further restrict lending. So how can you tell us to think about that, given your seat on the Open Markets Committee and as a Fed governor? How would you interpret that?
So I guess I would say you're right. There are a significant number of proposals that are kind of in the works. They haven't been finalized, let alone brought to the board yet. So I can't really get into the specific details today.
Well, we like your thinking, Chairman. That's what we like.
What I can share is principles and how I think about it. Regulatory proposals go to the board. Every person on the board that says about personnel has an obligation.
Man, same can't go in a specific detail like that.
Of course not.
That's it. Look, yeah, you see that gas saying the man, I make it stay on or just probably want people to scan it. But the shop look good though.
Yeah. Side. Feels good. Like it.
We want to be able to land in good and bad times.
Feel like I'm sweating.
We want, in particular, the GSIBs, the 8 largest banks, to have high levels, very high levels of capital liquidity. Indeed, we spent years raising those levels for a long period of time. And I think there's broad agreement, as you point out, that capital is strong. And, the question there will be what sorts of increases will be justified. That's
Like
what
you
we'll
said,
be
the
looking
art
at.
form is still
The other thing is you point out the trade-off between higher capital, the benefit of it, of course, is to have stronger banks that can lend and maybe survive more kinds of crisis environments. But, there are costs as well. And I think it's going to be, as always, a question of weighing and balancing those costs. And that's what I'll be thinking about. The last thing I'll say about that is just we benefit from having banks of all different shapes and sizes in our system. And we want to be careful not to regulate the smaller banks to the point where really their business models are challenged for all but the largest banks.
Well, this committee would expect to see a quantitative analysis of whatever the capital charge is going to be. We would expect
What is that? His kids in the back?
as we do from other regulators.
You just bring his family here?
Ranking member of the full committee, Ms. Waters, for 5 minutes.
Thank you very much. Chair Powell, at this committee's last hearing on digital assets, my Republican colleagues proposed a stablecoin bill that would create 58 different licenses with federal regulatory approval over only 2 of the licenses. The remaining 56 licenses can be issued by each state, territory, and DC with little or no federal oversight, regulation, and enforcement. This proposal takes state preemption into a whole new level. It effectively allows every state to preempt another state. DC-based coins, for example, would be sold to individuals nationwide, and New York or North Carolina regulators could do nothing to protect their own residents, while even the Fed would be severely hamstrung in providing any oversight. I've argued that we should allow states to be part of this process, but we must have a strong, enforceable federal floor with a role for the Federal Reserve to approve and provide oversight of payment, stablecoins issued by non-banks in order to ensure that consumers are protected. Such a framework is similar to our dual banking system, and it would ensure
So it went up?
banks and banks are treated the same. We should also bear in mind that payment stablecoins are a new form of currency intended to allow individuals to pay for things with them. As such, do you agree that it is important for the Fed, as our central bank, to have a chance to approve or decline any state licensed non-bank entity before it starts issuing payment stablecoins nationwide?
First of all, let me say we appreciate that we've been able to offer our views on these things to your staff and also the majority staff.
My good boy, if you look at yo, but I never asked you that,
Payment stable coins as a form of money, and in all advanced economies, the ultimate source of credibility in money is the central quite a robust federal role in what happens in stablecoins going forward, and that leaving us with a weak role in allowing a lot of private money creation at the state level would be a mistake. But nonetheless, again, I do appreciate that we've been able to be heard and share our views with the committee.
Well, thank you so very much. I am appreciative for that clear answer. The next question that I have for you is a bit unusual.
This is
But
such
one of the
theatrics.
reasons
It's
we
crazy.
push diversity is because those
It's
things
actually
that
hilarious, you know?
discuss, issues of people of color, etc., have not been dealt with.
Like, hey, everybody, let's be serious now. The camera's on.
Amazon. I'm reading the statement written by somebody else, probably the guy on the other side that I'm asking the question.
Right. They don't even know what's going on the paper. Oh,
Yeah,
my
this lady,
days.
she's like, I got my salary for reading a statement. She hasn't looked up once from her own brain.
Right.
She's like, no, I'm just going to read statements and questions from somebody else, written by somebody else.
Yeah, that we want to hear answers about, that she doesn't even care about.
Thank you for that clear answer.
Carry out its duties in a manner that supports the elimination of racial and ethnic disparities in employment, income, wealth, and access to affordable credit. Now, the Fed has a number of duties to pursue maximum employment in the monetary policy, to supervise
Huge
banks
liquidity sitting at
compliance with
420.
fair lending laws, and to ensure the Community
This
Reinvestment
reminds
Act
me of the
is
scene
administered
like
in
in
a way
Star
that
Wars,
puts an end
Yeah.
to discriminatory
Lady
redlining
Amidala is
practices by
addressing the
banks. Do you
council
agree with me?
that,
And
at the
Atlanta
Empire, and
Federal
she's
Reserve
just
President
like,
Raphael
gonna
Bostic,
get
among
screwed.
others, who has a role to play
He said she's
in
gonna get
addressing
screwed.
racial economic inequality as it
Doesn't
carries
matter
out
what she
its
says
work.
to the Empire. The
Until Congress
Empire's gonna
passes this
just do
bill,
what it wants.
what
Yep,
steps will the Fed
exactly.
take to address racial and economic
All these
inequality?
questions, all this, whatever.
So we do consider inequality in the economy as part of our thinking about decisions, but ultimately, and those are certainly highly valuable social goals to pursue. I would say our ability to take part in addressing those issues is fairly limited. We have one federal interest rate that we set. We do try to keep in mind, as you know, not just the aggregate national level of unemployment or employment, but also that for different ethnic groups. So we take that into account. But I would think, and I think that's just part of making sure that we feel like we have all Americans in the room with us when we're making decisions on monetary policy. I will say, though, I think other agencies are better suited to address these deep issues.
Thank you. We must have this continued discussion on racial equality. I yield back.
The lady yields back. We'll now go to the vice chair, Mr. Hill of Arkansas, for 5 minutes.
Exactly, man.
Chairman of the committee and Chairman Powell, great to have you back before the committee. And this morning, you reiterated, and certainly Vice Chair Barr has reiterated,
America got the rules.
The industry here in the United States is well capitalized. And in fact, capital levels have remained robust despite COVID-19, with a 20% plus unemployment rate increase and a 9% output gap. They've remained stable through government shutdowns. They've remained stable through severe stress testing. And maybe more importantly, just in the last few months, since the first week of March, you've seen strong capital come into play as we've grappled with the reality of a 40-year increase in short-term interest rates and that impact on banks. But as the chairman said, Michael Barr continues to say he wants to increase capital requirements on certain financial institutions. And in March, you testified that you said, I will do everything I can possibly do to bring people together, meaning on the Board of Governors, in consensus and have a capital framework that could be broadly supported. So to what extent have you and the other governors been involved in this so-called holistic review by Chair Barr? The other members of the Board of Governors thus far?
That's funny.
Yes, and we've all been briefed by staff, really, on the proposals, but as I mentioned, they're still somewhat in motion. But yes, we've been briefed.
So you would say those proposals are still under consideration, that there's no final decision that's been taken by the board?
No, well, no, once the proposals really do settle down and are written up, they'll come to the board for full discussion and a vote.
Has the Fed Board reconstituted now the Committee on Supervision and Regulation, the membership of it?
Oh,
Who's on that committee?
So that committee is chaired by Vice Chair Barr, and it also includes Governor Jefferson, and it includes Governor Bowman.
When you look at capital in the U.S. and I look at the globally significant banks here versus other places in the world, would you say that the U.S. banks, the U.S. G-SIBs are better capitalized than their global peers in Europe or in Asia?
So we're certainly at or near the top of the league table. I think there are a couple other jurisdictions that also have broadly similar levels of capital strength. But yes, we're at the top of the league table.
I looked at it this morning, and U.S. G-SIBs have 11.3% capital without any kind of modification compared to their European competitors at only 9.9%. So would you say that we're better capitalized than the European banks, the European G-SIBs?
I hate to call out the other jurisdictions, but I would say our banks are very strongly capitalized and also competing quite successfully globally outside the United States.
Yeah, I agree, and I think we've strengthened capital, we've strengthened our supervision, notwithstanding the problems that we saw this spring, which we've talked
It's a
about.
load of bologna sandwich.
Load of
That
bologna
capital
sandwich.
standard
You
does
heard
make
it here
American banks,
first.
I think, stand
Two
out.
Spanish.
And wouldn't Basel, the so-called Basel III holistic reforms, wouldn't it be better if the European banks did a holistic review and actually got their capital up to American standards?
So I think they're bound by the same. No one's bound by these, but they were, have agreed to follow the same standards, and I think they're going through the same process we're going through.
Same topic. Are the FDIC supervisory process and the OCC supervisors, are they involved and engaged with Vice Chair Barr in looking at this, quote, holistic review of capital adequacy? In other words, are they providing their input to the Vice Chair for supervision and their own views on this topic?
On the regulatory proposals that are relevant to them, yes. I think on the capital proposals, yes, I believe so.
And you made a comment a minute ago, I think, to Chairman McHenry's questions about that you'd like to see rules and supervisory rules consistent over time. And I think that's frustrating here. We see change in administration. Sometimes we see change in rules, which is, I think, frustrating to the private sector and to market participants. I note that the Biden administration says that the Financial Stability Oversight Board should now base their decisions on size as opposed to activities. And for several years now, we've had an activities designation and a cost-benefit analysis. Do you think the activities designation gives supervisors more discretion at FSOC to select who should be deemed under their supervision?
Well, I actually think that
in other words, is size alone, should we be looking only at size, or should we look at cost-benefit analysis and activities? And my time's expired. If you'd answer in writing, I would appreciate it. I think this is an important issue. I yield back, Mr. Chairman.
We'll now go to Ms. Velasquez of New York for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Chair Powell, at your press conference last week, you stated, and I quote, "The committee is completely unified in the need to get inflation down to 2% and will do whatever it takes to get it down to 2% over time." Some analysts have interpreted this statement as the FOMC's willingness to trigger a recession in order to get inflation to 2%. How would you respond if this is a fair and accurate interpretation?
Our statutory goals are price stability and maximum employment, and we are dedicated to using our tools to achieving those. In the case of employment, we still have historically low unemployment rates and high employment rates and high participation, a very strong labor market. We're very far from our inflation target of 2%, and we're very focused on getting back to 2%.
And how does the FOMC takes into consideration the impact of rising interest rates on LMI communities and small businesses when determining monetary policies?
So we only have one interest rate to raise or lower. It's not mainly one main interest rate to raise or lower.
Learn how it works, lady.
But I would think
yeah, like he got it right there.
The income spectrum much harder
Yeah.
than people in the middle or the high end, because high inflation can get you into trouble right away if you're living on a fixed income must get inflation
Should I
under
the other nigga
control
pan
for the
him man?
benefit of all
Mm.
Americans,
Should I the other
particularly
man
for
that
those
just know
people.
pan him?
And we keep that in mind as we are strongly committed to getting inflation back down to 2% over time.
Well, and they are the same people that are having a hard time accessing loans. The same with small businesses. Chair Powell, Vice Chair Barr's report on the Fed's review of Silicon Valley Bank states that while there was regulatory tailoring conducted in response to S 2155, there was also, and this is the part that really concerns me, a cultural shift at the Fed under the direction of the previous Vice Chair for Supervision, Randy Gross. According to the report, this shift included pressure to reduce burdens on firms, meet a higher burden of proof for a supervisory conclusion, and a need to accumulate more evidence than in the past. As chair during that period, were you aware of this cultural shift and the impact it was creating?
Well, I think we learned from the Silicon Valley,
Yeah, everything's pretty flat.
others, that there is going to be a need for
Yes, it's
stronger
flat.
supervision and also regulation for banks of that size. And I'm committed to learning the right lessons from this exercise and to forthrightly implementing
But
changes.
were you aware of the cultural shift?
So I
Yeah,
can't really
yeah.
characterize it that way. We excessive regulatory burden.
Chair Barr.
He didn't even know what was going on right there just now, this guy.
Locked out.
Man,
What they heard.
I'm waiting till 11 and I'm out of here.
Were you meeting with
This is good. This is good to witness though and know like this is going on.
Reasonably frequently,
I wish I need to be one of those people.
and,
I'll just act like all of them, and like one of these days when I'm going on TV and I know it's live,
but I don't
like man, come on, bro.
Bust up everything.
Everything. Just tell everything while it's on live. What they gonna do?
Now
They can't turn it
come
off.
after you.
focusing on the really important issues and not getting
You
They probably send the whole army.
the way
Like,
it
yo,
was
get
run by
it.
Vice
You
Chair
probably
Barr.
wouldn't make it out.
Exactly.
So
State
what is
secrets.
the
So now I know.
part in preparing the report.
Days
I'm confident
when news at 10
the staff who worked on the report reported
slash
accurately what they
FOMC
heard. I'm sure that that's right.
equals
So
early
what
trades
steps
or just take the
did
day
you
off.
take proactively to meet with regulatory and supervisory staff?
I think we're taking significant steps now. We're as you know,
Yeah.
under Vice Chair Barr's leadership, we're looking carefully at these events and asking ourselves, what do we need to do with supervision? And I think there is a point to be made that
Think we already know who that
there
was
are
now.
situations in which we need to be more forceful and more proactive.
They-
Not in all situations, but in some regulation, I think we're learning that we need
Man,
to
we about to be out of here.
regulation, which was based on a certain speed of bank runs.
I'm just
which
looking at what Domo's saying right now, trying to see if he's gonna already be up there.
Gentle lady's time's expired. We'll now recognize the gentleman from New York, Mr. Barbarian, for 5 minutes. Thank you, Mr.
Yeah, something. He told me to go to some Howell Mill place or something.
I just want to start off by asking a few yes
Oh,
or no questions. Was the Silicon Valley Bank failure a result of a liquidity issue?
I'm sorry.
Was Silicon Valley Bank failure a result of the liquidity issue?
I'm sorry, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Signature bank
If he could, he would say it, bro. I swear, like,
Yes, I mean,
Shit,
that's not,
shit,
there's
shit.
also
Nah, not this.
got the debriefing on this. What is this?
the liquidity. First Republic, was that
That's what I-
a failure result of a liquidity issue also?
among other things. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say just liquidity.
All right,
Everything he said.
were any of them a failure of having too low capital levels?
Nope.
Well, let's go to Silicon Valley Bank. You know, the issue that triggered.
I'll be good at being one of these
initially
people.
was the
Quick answers.
presence of significant
Nah.
losses in their
And we
securities
probably would have been good at
That's
this.
something
Did you guys think about all these people?
that is a capital issue.
Couldn't.
So
Just being honest.
they had too low a capital.
Couldn't because the employment rate was going down so quick. We had to do
They weren't
something
required to
else.
take into account in their capital. But I think
gee.
if you remember that what
Mine-
people were
mine
focusing
them
on was
died.
these portfolio losses, and then what people weren't focusing on excess of 90% uninsured deposits, and that's what caused the run.
So would increasing capital
Maybe when I
requirements
said
for
people
Silicon
like
Valley
me
Bank
would
or
have probably
any of
get
these
to
other
the
banks,
name.
all banks together, would that have stopped these banks from failing?
Yo, that's the people like me.
That's
Could have been them sitting there.
a hypothetical, unknowable question.
Yeah,
I think
you
it
would.
have helped.
Bum.
It might have helped.
How much then?
That's what I
How
need.
much would it
I
Cause I come to
It's
change
very hard
this
to say.
shit.
Very hard to say. I mean, clearly the main issue there was a failure of management to follow up, a failure of supervision to require them to follow up, and really the liquidity regulation was not appropriate. We needed to have stronger regulation around liquidity and uninsured deposits.
Last year you said banking system is very strong, well capitalized, highly liquid, does a much better job of understanding risks that it runs and managing them. And just today you said the banking sector seems to be strong. Do you still stand by those things? I mean, you just said it today.
Yes.
Last month, Vice Chair Barr appeared before this committee and he agreed with you. He said overall banks have a strong capital and liquidity. Secretary Yellen has said similar things. But today, even though you've all said that banks seem to have strong capital, you seem to leave us today by saying the banks considering what increase would be appropriate of capital requirements. So has the board already decided that an increase will happen? They're just deciding what's the size of the increase?
No. What I meant to say, what I thought I said was that any increase above these levels would need to be shown to be justified.
So I understand, and you have a vote as whether or not with this proposal you'll vote on whether or not. Do you personally think that an increase is necessary at this time? An increase in capital requirements is necessary.
Look, I'm going to react to whatever the proposal
Molasses.
is and give it my best assessment. And also, that's what I'll say.
You just also said that credit is tightening. Won't increasing capital requirements further tighten credit?
Over time, I mean, the thing about capital
Yo, what do you mean?
this summer, let's say, it'll be quite a while before that proposal.
He literally just told him exactly what he said. And then he was like, oh, nah. Oh, nah. Let me tell you. I mean, in the end. Yeah, bro, because I need to be in the crowd when they doing this. Like, bro, nah. I'm not going to go for this, sir.
Let them kick you out.
Of course they would. They would arrest me. They would definitely try to take me out, man.
Potentially reduce annual GDP by up to 16 basis points, showing that higher capital requirements come at a cost and could have significant impact on the economy.
Look at this. Now market is just dropping. Because exactly, you not saying nothing, brother G's. You ain't say, he hasn't said nothing but, yeah, eventually everything's going to tighten.
We're hearing from all sorts of industry that these increased capital requirements at any level would have a further tightening on lending. And if that happens...
All right, Phoenix, so real quick, I'm taking these people off because I'm about to be out of here.
So I think anything that...
But let me show you one last thing. So now, just because we drew these levels, right? If I'm in this trade from here and I see it break the red line, let's say there's no news and all this, that's how I will then pick out my next target, right? Because I know the green is a monthly target, right? See this green line on my chart?
Yeah.
So that's where I would be looking for it to go. Right? And then if it breaks that, I got a red line. If it breaks that, I got another monthly level. And it could keep going, right? Because I already have them all leveled up.
Right.
Just watching. Watching rub my hand like Rick Ross. That's the Rick Ross rub. Rick Ross got mad lotion in his palms.
Boy.
But yeah, man. I'm going to call it there. I'm going to come back on later. See what it do. But for now, I'm out of here. They ain't doing nothing for me, and I gotta go get a freaking shape up. Yeah, I gotta get a little shape up, and I'm coming back on at like 1 something.